What's happening, everyone? This is D from Quantumcodec, and today we'll be playing a little bit of Blackguards 2, going over a little bit of the graphics, the story, a little bit of history with the characters, the leveling the system, as well as the abilities. Just kind of walking you guys through a little bit of the game if you're interested in turn-based strategy RPGs. It's a pretty decent game. I think the guys did a good job as far as the mechanics of the game go, and we'll just hop into it and let you guys see what it's about. Alright, this is your encampment. You're able to go through dialogue with the characters that are in your party, as well as capture enemies for interrogation. Sometimes it can lead the story down a different path, or it can unlock secrets for enemies you will face later on in the game, as well as places that you're able to capture and take over. But this is where you come learn new skills and abilities, as well as check out the skills and abilities that your mercenaries are being equipped with, as well as train with your mercenaries so that you're able to test out those new skills and abilities. A few things about the game. You play as Cassia of Tennis, and at the beginning of the game she's kind of thrown into this dungeon. You're not really sure why, and from there she kind of has to learn new skills and abilities that she never had, because she's sort of royalty. And you kind of make your way out of the dungeon, and that's pretty much where the tutorial takes place. And from there you kind of go on this quest, kind of like revenge. You want to take revenge on the person that actually put you there. And some parts of the story are pretty good, but some parts are not. After a while it just kind of seems like almost everyone that's in your party becomes, kind of like an asshole. But, I think it changes slightly towards the end of the game. You kind of get a different sense for exactly who the character is, and even the other companions that are in your party. And you have Norum, the dwarf, Zerberine, the mage, and Takate. He's also a warrior. And all three of these were actually in Blackguards 1, the first game, which had a completely different hero character, different protagonists for you to play through. But you can find out a little bit more about the characters in the compendium, and go to people, find out a little bit of Cassia's backstory, as well as Takate, Norum, and Zerberine. So they do give you things, and sometimes different characters you talk to within the game, it'll unlock another part of that story for a particular character, and it'll inform you at the top of the screen exactly which character that dialogue opened up for. So you can always come back in and read, and it adds a little bit of intrigue to some of the characters. Alright, we'll hop into the character sheet. As far as this is where you select your weapon talents and regular talents, as far as your willpower, your body control, things that keep you from being knocked down by enemies, on animal lore, human lore, and arcane lore, to where if you mouse over an enemy you get to learn different things about that enemy, as well as maybe weaknesses and how much health that person has, that character has. Even your spells. All of this you can learn from the character sheet. Your special maneuvers and special abilities, you can't learn these without going to talk to the trainers that are in your camp, to where you can enhance your health or enhance your magic, which they call astral in this game. Those different things. So for Cassia, we'll get ready to equip a new spell, And oh, also without your trainers, you can't learn any new spells. But you can always enhance the ones that you already have just up under the regular character select screen. So we'll enhance the fireball. It drops us down to 2. I think these are either ability points or attribute points. I'm not quite sure. I don't think they really mentioned that. And this is your weapon talents. One thing about the weapon talents, it's not really defined in the best possible way. You're able to take your skills and put them into swords and sabers, and it'll divide them up from offense to defense every point that you put in. But it doesn't really tell you when you first put points in and it first comes through the tutorial exactly what's the best balance to get the most out of that particular character. So I usually just put, you can see I have 30 points in the offense and 20 points into the defense. That's usually what I do with all of the characters. I usually put an extra 10 into offense because that's kind of how I play. But it would have been nice to kind of have this gone over a little bit better in the tutorial to where you get a good sense of what balance you need to hit to get the most out of that particular character. Alright, then we'll save that. Go into Norum. He's an axe and mace guy. It's pretty good, but I think we really need to give him too much of anything. Alright, we've spent a lot of time in this. Oh, I'll go to Zerberine real quick, and I think he has anything that can be enhanced right now. We'll close this. This is your inventory screen. It's pretty much drag and drop, and it's pretty much laid out in a way to where everything is self-explanatory. You're able to mouse over different items and scroll from that item to see all of the different stats that come with that particular item. And in the game, you're able to equip these belts, and each belt comes with a different number of slots to where you can equip different items as far as health potions or magic potions. Even traps, you're able to set traps on the belts as well. And we'll give Nurum a weak healing potion. We'll put that on the belt. Zubrini has magic and a defense skeleton turtle. And Takate has a nice healing potion. And we're good. And different things you're able to do. You can either go sword and shield. You can dual wield with the characters. The one thing about the characters is they're not different at all. Like each character, other than Norum and Takate, they're both warriors. And that's one thing about the game. When you first start the game, you're able to pick between two classes, either warrior or mage. And if you choose mage, you're still able to learn the traits that take you down the warrior skill path. But if you choose warrior, you're not able to learn any magic whatsoever. So like if we go to Norum and then we go to character sheet, you see right here as far as spells goes, he's not able to learn any spells. And you have a very diverse line of enemies in this game. It would have been nice to be able to take your character down exactly any path that you actually wanted to. And the same goes for your mercenaries. You get mercenaries pretty quick in the game. They kind of make up the rest of your party. These are your 4 main protagonists that you have, and you can control the line of skills that these characters can learn. But when it comes to your mercenaries, you're not able to take your mercenaries down any path. The path of the mercenary is streamlined. So all of your swordsmen, they all learn the same skills. Your archers, your spellmen, even your mages, they all learn the same skills. And in some ways that kind of make the combat a little bland. But we'll get into, let's go ahead and get into the combat. And this is your world map, to where you get to take over different towns. I have everything from Heroes Hedge all the way up to Adamant's Fortress. And every place you take over, it comes with different bonuses. Like for this one, all of my troops get a resistance to magic of plus 20%. And for this fortress, all of my archers' abilities go up and their equipment upgrade goes up. And all of my troops get an offensive bonus plus 10. And we're getting ready to take over El Hahim, to where I get to get new items that are in my store, that's in my encampment, that I can go and I can buy from the shopkeeper that's in my encampment. Plus my spear fighters get an ability upgrade. And we'll go ahead and hop into some combat. I think I've talked long enough.
The old city of the Grand Viziers had seen many battles.
The voice acting in the game is pretty good. For anyone who actually enjoys the dialogue in a turn-based strategy game, it's pretty good for this one. Most of the backgrounds are static though. You don't get any actual kind of CG cutscenes or anything like that.
The defenders opened the great floodgates and flooded the field. Many of the desert sons drowned. The rest fled.
The Nameless wouldn't take me before I drown. Let's smash the floodgates.
Good. Any volunteers?
I think I do have a volunteer. Alright, for this particular battle, we'll take in Takate. We'll take my battle mage because she is super awesome. We'll take an archer, one swordsman, another 2 archers, and a spear fighter. I like to keep a little distance between everyone in the combat. Alright, let's hop into it. We'll get a nice lay of the land, kind of see exactly who we'll be facing in this particular battle. We have a bunch of guards. We'll tip the camera up, and we got some insect enemies in this one. So pretty straightforward battle. Alright, we'll add in, we'll drop Takate there, swordsman there, put an archer right out front, drop my battle mage in the back a little bit, 'cause that's what she needs to be. Even though she's able to use melee attacks, she's still, they have her to where she's fragile, so make sure she doesn't get taken out. My spearman, drop another archer up front, and this will be my mobile archer. I'll move around. Okay, we'll tip the camera up so you guys can see the battlefield a little bit better. Alright, your dark blue hexagons are where you're able to move and also attack. So you pretty much have a 2-turn, you have a 2-action move every time. And the light hexagons are where you're able to just, it's pretty much a double move. And once you finish that off, you're not able to attack or equip an item or anything like that. The one thing about this game, and it's pretty much the same, it was pretty much the same in the first one, the difficulty spikes are still here. You'll come into some battles to where your goal is just to kill everything that's on the map, and that's fine. And then you also come into some battles to where you have to go, they have 5 crystals spread out within the map, and they want you to smash all of the crystals as well as get back to a certain spot on the map so you're able to escape. The only thing is that every time it comes around to the crystal's turn, they emit this kind of magic that fills back up the health of some of the enemies that are on the map. And another thing with this game is that sometimes enemies just, you'll kill 2 enemies and they'll send another 2 enemies in, as well as add another 2 enemies on top of that. But some maps you'll come across, some battles to where you're able to add extra party members into your party, but that's few and far between. And majority of the time you just get to where the enemy is constantly adding enemies. Every time you kill one, another 2 will come. It's and it can both be, you can be triumphant once if you actually complete that battle, but sometimes it just got to the point where it was just frustrating. Okay, we'll move to Kate here, and that's his double move, and this is pretty much, we'll end it in this turn. For my archer, we'll bring up the rotary wheel, and you're able to just attack, and if he had any spells, they would be on these ones that are kind of grayed out. You're able to wait in your turn. If you had different weapons slotted, even though you can't have that for your mercenaries, but your 4 regular companions, they have 3 weapon slots to where you can have a different weapon set equipped, and you can switch. And Takate has 1. I have him equipped with a bow, so he's able to go from the spear to the bow. You're able to take cover behind like those crates that are on the map, even different environment pieces, and you're also able to interact with the environment as far as the green door, even the barrels. If you have an enemy that's hidden behind a barrel, you're able to completely smash that barrel to have access to that enemy, and even interact with different things within the map. So let's move my swordsman. He's my front line guy. Alright, and we'll end that. Let's take the camera back down a little bit. It's my archer. It's my guy. 100% chance. Let's take that. Alright. Oh, it will be the insect guy. Damaging my party, I see. Alright, that's my girl. Let's take her, see how far her attack is able to stretch. Spells. Oh, she can reach. Alright. Let's hit him with a little fire. See you over there, buddy. Alright, let's bring my spearman up a little bit. Okay. Got the archer. We still got 100. Even if you duck down, sir, we still have 100%. Okay. And a few other things is that when it comes to your battle area, it does change a lot. You're hardly ever fighting this on the same type of map. It has a bunch of different maps for you to battle on, so that the environments don't get repetitive, but sometimes the combat can get a little repetitive. Okay, I see you back there. I see you. Move him up here a little bit, that way he still has a little cover. Take him down. We'll duck him down real quick. A fighter. We'll bring him a little closer. And that's the one thing with the game. Like, the only thing you're able to do is you can pan the camera up, down, left, right. You can even tilt up to see from an ISO, get that even more of an isometric view of the battlefield, but you're not able to rotate the camera. Not able to rotate the camera left and right to kind of see behind my troops or behind the enemy. Maybe a better tactic view I can take, and that's kind of disappointing. 90%, 90. Then take it. All right. Got a nice dodge on my troops. trying to go after everyone, I see. Okay, I'm coming for you, buddy. Just as long as you know. Okay. Shut it down. That's my girl. Let's see. Some straightforward fire we should be able to, you know. Can't get to him, but straightforward. Let's see if I move her a little bit closer. She should have a better view. Alright. Yes, she does. Alright. We also have different things on the map, like this chest that's lit up over here. If you're able to get someone over there, you're able to take the contents that are inside. Might be something nice. Right. Move my spearman up a little bit. Another thing, you're not able to move within your own party. So I couldn't take this archer and move straight through these other 3 characters right here to get to the other side. You have to go around, and it's the same thing for your enemies. And sometimes that helps. You can actually lock an enemy into place if the 2 that are in front, they cannot get past those 2 to get to your party. So that's another line of strategy that you're able to use. Let's hit him with a little fire arrow. Oh. Alright, let's see. Keep them up high. They're still able to get to them. See if we can get one of these fire arrows all the way over there. Oh, and from time to time you'll have these messengers that will enter the battlefield. If you're able to kill them before they actually exit the battlefield, because the only thing they're trying to do is go from one point to another point and exit the battlefield. If you're able to kill them before they exit, you're able to get extra gold and extra items. You moved a little too close to Zacate. Target stab. Alright. That's my swordsman. Alright. Got a power blow that you can have. 100% chance. And then there's an archer. 32. Alright. Oh. He came to the wrong place. You're hitting everyone. And there goes the messenger. The archer. Oh. I have a nice dodge on most of my characters. Okay. And I think she is able, I think she can get all the way over there with her magic. Let's see. Try 22. Oh, I can get both of you. Let's take that. Okay. So my spearman, he's not able to move past these boxes, these crates, so we have to destroy it before we're able to go past it. Let's take that one out. I have an archer. We'll take that one out. Oh. I have another archer. We'll take this one out, just in case. Alright. Now that's the lay of the land. I want to move Zacate closer. We'll put him in the fray. Just a little bit. And we walk through that fire, so we take damage for walking through that fire. My swordsman, I'll keep him here. I don't want to give that messenger any chance to get past me. He probably will not. His health is pretty low. Might be able to take him out before he even gets to the little bridge right here. Oh. What are they looking like health-wise? Oh, pretty good. My archer has 12 health left. I have to remedy that. And you see, like, over here, coming out the door, 2 more enemies came into the fray. And I see Mr. Insect Man. He decided to come over here. Now, why? I have no clue. But I'm glad you could join us. Let's see what she has on her belt. Okay. We'll take him. 20 for that. Welcome. Spearman. I want to move him a little closer. Our goal is to get here and pull this lever. That way we can stop them from pulling up the dam when I have my guys go down through the valley during the next battle. So bring him up. He had to walk through the fire. It's all right. Which one is he? He's here. There's 12 left. Let's let him take a health potion. How much does he have left? These insects can be a pain because they can paralyze you. So definitely want to take him out before he gets too close, or even before his turn actually comes up. He's there. He says 14. Hit him with lower his endurance. Alright. Move the swordsman up. He'll lock down that little bridge so no one can go past the swordsman. And my archer here. He should be able to take out this insect right now. Oh, come on. Too close. Get that the archers don't have that much accuracy. The closer that you are to them. So that was on me. Move her up so she can get a better view. And from here, see if we can take out him and the messenger. Good. So that brings extra golden items for killing that messenger. Takate and my swordsman can take him out. I'll get here so I can break off that lever. Alright, I know where to move him, so I'll leave my archer. What I can do, I can 50% chance to get him. So let's see how this goes. Ah, come on. Okay. Archer, let's move him here. Should have a nice distance. Still have a 100% chance for the insect. Let's do it. Alright. Nice screams. Alright, Takate, let's take this guy on out. He only has 7 health left. Alright. Oh, I didn't even see these two down here. Power blow. And a lot of your attacks take up your endurance, which is this yellow line down here. So just be aware of that. We'll hit him with a power blow. My spearman, just in case. Can't let him get too close to my mage. Oh, it's my archer. Ah, there he goes. Paralyzing me with electricity. Have her take a magic potion. Back up. Oh, you're getting a little too close, buddy. Oh, man. Oh, you've been making it through that. As you can see, I have the Codec to where if an enemy gets too close, he automatically gets a free hit. And the same goes for your enemies. I can't see them. Let's move here. Alright. Ah, that's it for you, buddy. End of the line. End of the line. Alright, Codec. Let's get here. And he can't move anymore, so we'll get here. And on your next turn, we'll take out that lever. Swordsman, he has nowhere to go to attack. But for this battle, we have to destroy the lever as well as get everyone back through the door. So, might as well bring my swordsman back down. Archer. That's what I like to see. Oh. Come on, man. She got one keeper. I'm gonna bring her back over because we're gonna have a few more enemies come through that door in a minute. I'll just have her wait. Archer. All right. Bring him here. Get a better view. And as long as you wait, you can take your second turn. You can be the very last one to take your second turn at the end of that particular turn row. So we'll just end her turn. And we got Codec there. Take the lever out. Break it off. We had 2 more enemies come through the door. So now we have to be aware of them. Okay, but I have my swordsman here. He can go ahead and finish off this guy, and then we can start moving towards the door. So bring Archer back up, keep him here. Still have to, oh, now he's going after my mage. Keep her here, she can definitely keep these guys in line. Spearman. Oh, my spearman is still paralyzed. So keep my archers here. That way they can pretty much crowd control. Make sure these guys don't get too close. My other archer closer to the door. You can get ready to make this exit. Alright, Codec, we got this. I want to definitely, we don't have to take out these insects. We could just escape. But I just kind of don't want to leave them living. Alright, bring my swordsman up. So we have my archer and my mage. Has the crowd control. This archer is poisoned. So before he even dies, let's get him through the door. Alright, Alright, buddy, you're home free. Okay. I wish she could reach. I know she can't reach that insect. Oh, she can. Alright. Let's do a little damage. Put the fire stream all the way across the map. The spearman hasn't done a lot of damage. Hit him with a little bit of that. Alright. Now, can my archer reach over there? Can we reach out to touch him? Oh, he has a 40% chance. We won't even go with that. But he has a 100% chance with this guy. Oh. That's what I like to see. And bring him a little closer. And take a shot. Alright. You're just walking into the fray, buddy. You're just walking into it. Targeted stab. That's what I like to see. And I like to hear the screams of the bugs. I'm gonna end this turn before we get him out the door. My mage, I want her to stay put for a minute. We still have these two that have to make their way back to the door. This archer. And two. Bring Tecate closer. Alright, we'll leave him there. We'll go ahead and get him through the door. And keep my mage put. My spearman a little closer. Run through the fire, sir. We'll go ahead and get this archer through. You stay put just in case. We had another two come through the door, but we're not even worried about them. We'll be long gone before they get close. You stay put, ma'am. Well, let's see. Before we go. Oh. Let's light a few torches. Oh, that's what I like to see. She is super awesome. You go ahead through the door, good sir. And bring my spearman up. Alright, miss. You have done an excellent job today. Get on through the door. Tecate, you're the leader, so you go through last. You? Alright, sir. Then you. $250 attribute points to spend. Get a few items. Nice sword, a nice spear, a nice shield. We'll take all of that.
When the governor realized his defenses had been subverted, he became anxious. He was no friend of the creators and their chimeras, but now Darius ordered them to play the organs of hell.
And this is the second battle. First one took place, and this is the one. And we'll add archers and a fighter, swordsman. We'll get started. This one is a little bit more straightforward, but You guys have been such a great audience. We'll save this one for another day. And everything is saved. So we'll come out and we'll go back to the main menu. Go over a few things. All right. So I guess we'll save all that for another video. But I want to thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it if you made it to the end of the video. And if you're watching the video, the review is up on the site right now. That's quantumcodec.com. And if you're watching it on YouTube, I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you like. We have more videos to come. And I really appreciate it. This is a great game. Well, I wouldn't say great. This is a good game. It's decent for what it is. If you're into turn-based strategy RPGs with some difficulty that can spike on and off, then I say try it out. You know, it has great combat mechanics. You know, the story is, I would say the story is throwaway. I mean, some people might like it, but it doesn't really give you a chance to really get into the characters. The leveling system for your mercenaries is it's very streamlined. You don't get to pick abilities for them. You don't even get to equip them in a specific type of armor or give them another type of weapon. That same sword that they start with, that's the same sword that they end with. And it would have been nice to be able to have a lot more customization where it comes to your party, other than just the 4 main protagonists. But it's a good game. Try it out if you like. And until next time, we'll see you guys a little bit later. Thanks for watching.